What's up, everybody? Welcome back to OnlyFarts. Thank you. Great to be back. It's been a long time. I didn't record last week. I took a little breather. I was away for a little bit. But before we get all in that, as you know, your favorite part, let's plug right up top. If you like me, I'm sure you do, follow me at DamnItBrad and at ChefAsshole on Instagram. Quite good stuff on there. If you're one of the kids, which I know you probably are, at dammit_Brad on TikTok. Join the TikTok army. And hey, want to give me a couple bucks? Patreon.com. Patriot.com. What is that? You want to be a fucking patriot? That's Patreon.com. Patreon.com/OnlyFarts. Join the fart family. Become a fart king. King of farts? Fart king? One or the other. Well, this is a bit of more of a sentimental start that I would anticipate. As of, you're watching this on a Monday. On Saturday was my 3-year anniversary here in Los Angeles. Pretty crazy stuff. Now, the reason why that is such a, dare I say, a cliche number here in LA is when you move here, this is the hump. This is the year where you decide, am I going to be like everyone else and leave? Because, oh no, I'm from Madison, Wisconsin, and I was the hottest person there, but now I'm not here in LA because I'm full of shit. Or you stay here and assimilate to the place you moved to with the goals you had in mind and make a name for yourself. Right? Of course, right. That's the most Jewish thing I could have done. Quote, Fiddler on the Roof. Who the fuck am I? A Yenta? Of course, right. That's only for the people who literally sat through 3.5 hours of Fiddler on the Roof, which is a great musical, by the way. And if you don't like Fiddler on the Roof, you're an anti-Semite and you hate Israel or whatever. I'm not even going to get into that discussion. You'll never know where I stand on that. There we go. I started emotional, and then I threw a fucking sword in between that. I'm like, I'm getting a little emotional, and bam! Let's throw some fucking Jewish jokes in there to make you feel a little better about yourself. Yeah, man, I honestly didn't know if I was going to make it this far here in LA as far as the time is concerned. And I am beyond grateful for all the hurdles that I passed, the days of crying, screaming, fighting with friends, making new friends, repairing relationships with old friends, the whole wazoo, little opportunities, production, acting here and there. It's all been great so far. And we're just getting started, kids. We are. And I have to say that if you told me, and I know this is such a fucking, this is so hacky. If you told me when I graduated college that eventually I would move to LA, I mean, I thought I moved right after I graduated. That was the plan. I wrote it out and everything. I'm going to manifest this. As soon as I graduate, I'm moving to Los Angeles. And my mom talked me out of it. Thank God. Because I don't think I was ready. I think I would have moved right back to New York, which is not such a bad security blanket, but that's the last place I want to fall, you know? Because it just like you just fall back into this deep ocean of just sorrow and bullshit and things you just make you feel like crap. I feel like when I'm sad here, it's not the same sad I had in New York where I feel like I hated myself so much. Just the pound and weight of anxiety on your chest, just feeling you're not somewhere where you should be. And I still have that feeling, but I think I'm more patient knowing that it's going to come. And listen, it eats me up too. I can't lie to you guys. I'm not always going to be Mr. Perfect here. And anyone ever says I'm perfect is full of fucking shit. You know? I stopped doing my podcast originally when I first moved here. I did like maybe 2-3 more episodes, and I'm like, I'm not this angry anymore. And I was like, no, you haven't found yourself yet. You've always been angry. You've been angry the whole time. It's kind of like that joke where it's like, that bathroom has been closed for 20 years. Oh, you've been an angry sack of shit forever. Look in the mirror. You're yelling at kids to get off your property. That's how old you are. I don't know, man. I'm going to repeat myself a lot in this. It's just, if you've been a part of anything that I've done up to this point and helped me in any capacity, I salute you for putting up with me, and I thank you immensely. And for the new people here, which most of the people listening to this podcast I think are new, thank you so much, Because I didn't even know I would have fucking 10 people who weren't my friends telling me like, hey man, really funny stuff. Now my friends call me and being like, your shit's really weird, but for some reason it's working. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy to know that there are weirdos out there that like my shit too. And I'm happy to know that my friends are not getting a million messages. That's what I used to do, bro. I used to be so insecure about this because I did it, and it's so stupid. And I just watched the Bo Burnham special, and it hit it right on the head. Is just asking people, what do you think of this? When in reality, you don't want them to fucking tell you at all. I started crying. I was like, oh my God. I did that so much. And I feel so bad to all the people that probably just stopped answering me altogether. Like, oh, all he cares about is me validating his art. And it's pathetic, honestly. But it's also what happens when you don't have those opportunities immediately at your foot and you're creating all your opportunities and you're not getting the immediate validation you want. And you're growing. You're constantly growing. It's like stand-up. People don't laugh immediately. You start to build up that confidence, and then eventually your joke writing will hopefully follow suit. Not all the time it doesn't, but as long as you're present and you're breaking down and going back to the tapes and looking over what you should do. Same thing when I make sketches and I'm like, okay, why was that sketch not funny? Or why did that sketch not do well? Like, I'm always trying to craft and figure out what can I do that's crazier. If this stunts, what can I do to go above and not plateau? I'm not trying to Weight Watchers this shit. I'm trying to go full transformation. You know what I'm saying? And I'm eating better. And I'm on my feet a lot more. But I think overall what I'm trying to say is that I do not regret a day moving to Los Angeles. This has been an incredible experience, and we're just getting started, man. Tomorrow, well, this comes out Monday, so the day you're listening to this, I will be on my way to Big Bear, and that's all I can tell you because I'm acting in something, and I signed a piece of paper, so I can't tell you about anything about that, but it's very cool, really cool opportunity in front of a lot of eyes on the internet, and I'm super eternally grateful that my work has been super flexible at this moment to let me go out and pursue shit, because they know I don't want to be reality TV production assistant for the rest of my life, which, you know, nobody does, but I'm so grateful that I get to work on a set, and I don't have to be in an office anymore. Bro, I was working in restaurants, shoveling plates in people's food, getting screamed at, screwed on tips, and finally I have a car. I live with my girlfriend. Oh my God, I don't want to get choked up. Oh, fuck. I live with my girlfriend. We have an amazing relationship, which is great. I can pay my bills, and I'm not worried as much, which sucks because I wish I was more worried, because being more worried challenges you a bit more, so I need some more challenges coming my way. So, fuck. This has weirdly become one of the best years I've had in LA, plague aside, so thanks. Ugh. Not too many crocodile tears in this bitch. Anyways, woo! Did I go to Vegas a second time and I shouldn't have? Wow. Should I stop going to Vegas or should I stop going to Vegas? That place is heroin. And I don't know why, because it's overpriced, the food fucking sucks, and the people there are atrocious. But for some reason, I just can't get enough of that. I am addicted to going to shitty places like Vegas. But the pool was fantastic. The pool was fantastic. When I tell you that I was in a fishbowl full of fucking creatures from God knows what planet in the U.S., I mean, I don't think they were from anywhere. Bro, I saw a guy who, first of all, this is a level of confidence I want in my life. I would admit that I'm probably a little too overconfident at times, but this is really overconfident. This fucking huge fat guy, lobster burns, of course, because he doesn't have lobster claws, although that would be, like I've said, that's really a great move for at the bar. Oh, I have lobster hands. It's like, well, I've never hooked up a guy with lobster hands. You guys remember that. Lobster burns, like we're talking sunburn on sunburn. Big old fucking sunglasses, and on the side of his ribs cage, I'm gonna call him ribs cage because I feel like I could have slapped barbecue on the side of his stomach and just eaten him, because he had a bacon tattoo written out in bacon pieces. Is it get any better than that? No, it doesn't. That's the fattest fucking thing I've seen in my life, and it was literally, you know what it's like? It's like I wish like I wish like diet companies would do like dare ads instead of doing this whole like, hi, I'm Cindy Lou and I've lost 50 pounds because I counted all my calories. No. I want Weight Watchers to do dare ads where they make you feel like absolute shit, or they say shit that is just completely like insane and not true. Like, you guys remember the ad where the kid's like, hey, you guys want to play with my dad's guns? And they're all high on marijuana, and then he fucking blows his head off as a commercial cuts. You don't get to see it, unfortunately, but you get the picture. I want shit like that, where you see this guy fucking doing a belly flop in the water being like, is this the summer that you want? Weight Watchers says this isn't hot girl summer, and it's time to make a change. Join Weight Watchers today, or you're going to be a fat, miserable fuck from Minnesota. He wasn't miserable. He was confident because he has a bacon tattoo in bacon grease and bacon pieces. What a clever fucking tattoo. It literally spelled out bacon in bacon. Even Kevin Bacon doesn't have a tattoo of his name, which he should, because I don't even know if that's his last. Is that Kevin Bacon's real last name? Is it? Can I quickly look up? Kevin Bacon. Hold on. Is Kevin Bacon's real name Kevin Bacon? Of course, it's the second search. Wow, his name is really Bacon. That's cool. I'm sorry. Does your life get any better than that? Well, I mean, that guy is getting tortured for the rest of his life because of Footloose. Not Dirty Dancing. Footloose. Oh my God. Is there a worse last name to get tortured with? Bacon? Kevin Bacon, are you here? Here. With the side of hash browns. Some dickhead definitely did that for like the first half of his life. And like, I'm not gonna say Kevin Bacon was gonna kill himself after something so stupid, but like I feel like Kevin Bacon would rightfully start beating the shit out of people for making stupid breakfast jokes at him for the first half of his life, or when he gets on his first Hollywood set, they're like, huh, like actual bacon, and he's like, I will literally risk this job if you make one fucking breakfast joke at me, okay? I will dirty dance all over your neck. He was in Footloose. I will footloose all over your throat and your larynx. How about that? Footloose, and he just keeps stomping on the person that keeps fucking making breakfast jokes. He's like, it was just a joke, and he's just like, yeah, well, this is just a great dance number. I don't know. Fucking Kevin Bacon, man. Bacon. Smelling the bacon. That was pretty funny, though, that guy had that tattoo. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. Well, this was also my first real... Like, you know, the world is reopening. Debatably a good idea. I'm not going to get into that. Your opinions I don't care for. But it was kind of interesting because, like, a month before that, like I said, went to Vegas too many times. I've been twice in literally 8 weeks, I think, maybe less. When I went with my girlfriend, you know, it was really interesting because, I'd say about 85% of people were masked up. Even, like, servers, hotel people, yada, yada. And then this time, it was just back to life with the occasional person wearing a mask. Kind of how you were in like New York City, be like, oh, why is that person wearing a mask? It was like that. There was like no mask to be found. The pool party was fucking insane. Well, it wasn't a party. It felt like one because everyone and their mother was in that pool. I felt like we were in a chlamydia stew. You know what I mean? Just stewing all the best STD VDs that you can fucking find. Take a sip of water because you're going to die. Not from chlorine, from every type of gross thing. And I had this whole debate about my friends. They're like, you know, we're drinking. We're getting heavily drunk. It's Vegas. That's appropriate. I don't have an issue. You do. We're getting pretty drunk. And then my buddy looks at me and goes, oh, man, I got to pee. And then you think about it, like, you're near the pool and it's that packed. You don't want to lose your spot. You got a nice little piece of tile to lean up against. You want to look cool for the ladies. Let them come over, touch your body and all that stuff. But instead... He's like, man, I gotta go piss. And I'm like, go. He's like, leave the pool. I go, no, right now, where I'm standing. He's like, oh, no, I couldn't pee in the pool. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think that's only a 7-year-old thing? Because every single age that ever existed pees in the pool. And anyone who ever tells you that they don't is a fucking liar, dude. It's the same people who tell you that I could never shit there. Pee in the pool. That's what chlorine's there for. You think chlorine's there to be like, oh, the pool's not swimmable if there's no chlorine in it. No, the chlorine's there to make sure that you don't drink piss the second you put your mouth underwater by accident. That's what chlorine is for. It's not there to kill you. It's there to kill your urine. And honestly, urine's kind of sterile. Probably wouldn't kill you, but also wouldn't feel the best going down your throat. Pee in the pool, man. Pee all day. I want you to pee so hard that you feel the vibration hitting against your bathing suit. Please, I said bathing suit. Bathing suit. Please, for the love of God, pee where we stand. As I'm yelling at you to pee, I'm doing it right fucking now. Pee in the pool, everybody. Don't be stupid. Don't get up, get out of the pool, dry yourself off. You burn your feet. You're like, I should have pissed in the pool. Because your feet is burning from first of all, it was 112 degrees in Vegas. So your feet are, I don't know, already peeling dead skin. Because it's that, the soles of your feet are making prints of dead skin because it's that hot and you should have been peeing in the pool. Guess what? Perks of peeing in the pool. You don't have to move. That's the best perk. Perk number 2, no one knows. Don't listen to the water park movies. They don't put a chemical where everyone knows you pee. If that was the case, the pool would be bright blue because everyone, even the chick you're hitting on, you're like, oh, man, it's all warm my leg. That means she must be into it. No, she's pissing on your leg, bro. She may be getting all, ready to go because of you, because maybe you're putting in all the moves. Likely pissing on your leg. For sure peeing on your leg. Literally, when I went to Vegas, like the first time when I moved to LA, I went with my girlfriend, and not at the time, we weren't out dating, and my friend, she fucking pissed on me. My friend peed on my fucking knee. I got so mad. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And then I'm like, what does it really matter? This is not like a we're in bed situation. She wants to pee on me. She's in the pool. Rightfully so. Honey, this is your toilet. Please pee here. If anything, this face says piss all over it. Not on my face, but just pee where you stand. The pool is meant for peeing, dry humping, obviously, because we're in Vegas, and swim a couple laps if you got the room, and to occasionally swallow water that you didn't intend to swallow. That's it. That's what pools are for. I know this because I grew up with a pool, and that's not a brag. That's just what it was like in Florida. I didn't grow up filthy rich. People don't have above-ground pools because we're not peasants, but we're allowed to, the zoning rule says we could build a pool. We had a pool. We barely used it. But one thing I'll tell you, I peed in that motherfucker all day. Call that thing the fountain of urine, and that's where you go to feel nice and sterile. Because that's what I did. I pissed all over it. Everyone's peed in it. Everybody. And if you don't think people pee in the pool, well, you probably also think that Mormons don't have sex, right? You probably just think they don't have a cup of coffee and do all those things. Everyone breaks the rules. That's what the rules are for. Just don't murder anybody. Like the fun, dumb rules to break. Like, I don't know, peeing in the pool, that's it's more of like a social norm. Don't pee in the pool. Everyone's like, oh, societally says, don't pee in the pool. Almost everyone does. I don't know where I was going with that Mormon part, but I'm almost positive they're all lying to each other because I feel like everyone lies. Everyone lies. We would not be able to live on this planet. You know what it is? I feel like when people murder, it's probably because they have so many secrets and they can't let the world know. And they're like, I just have to take this person out before they find out and let out my truth. Let out your truth. Set you free. Let your truth set you free. And what I'm trying to say is, pee in the pool, damn it. What are you, an idiot? What the fuck? Pee in the pool. Pee in the pool. If you say pool, it sounds like poop. I'm 12. As I just went on a rant about pissing in the pool. And here's another thing that happened. So when I went to Vegas last time, the first time around, I made a little tradition with my girlfriend. Her dad recommended this place called Bagel Mania. And I will say their name because I enjoy their product. They are a good deli. There's no good delis here in LA. I looked forward to it. Now, when we first started going, it was a dive. It was a very mom and pop. You're sitting on a seat that might put a nail in your ass, like that quality. You're going to a real old school place that doesn't clean besides using whatever, solution spray, but you don't know what the solution spray is because it's been years and nobody really knows either. It's mostly just soap water. That's how they clean. Anyways, I got excited to go. I'm like, guys, all I'm saying is once we leave on our way out of Vegas, we're going to stop at Bagel Mania. You won't be disappointed. Here's the thing, guys. Do not hype up restaurants to your pals. That's the worst thing you could do. You are literally setting yourself up for failure. The same way where, like, some stupid guy who comes up to a girl at a bar and is just like, I bet I'll take care of you, kind of like, I'll make you come. And it's like, probably won't make her come. One, because that's definitely a college guy, if not a guy now, who's probably never went down on a woman. Just saying, you don't go down on women, they're not going to come. Simple. And what I'm saying is the equivalent to that, the equivalent of you don't make girls come, is when you tell somebody it's one of the best bagels you're going to have on the West Coast. The dumbest shit to ever fly out of my mouth. It's going to be one of the best bagels you have on the West Coast. And luckily enough, one of our friends in the group, there's 3 of us, he just moved from Jersey back in January. Still has that East Coast anger, which I love. He's still holding on to fuck everything. I'm not sure about this place, which you should definitely come in with your arm and your guard up. This place is fucking insane. He goes, I'll see about that. And I'm like, oh, fuck, Jersey bagels are really good. This is going to be a hard sell. Already when I knew that after the fact, I'm like, oh, fuck, this is probably not a good idea. I knew I was up for some disappointment. We pull up to the old location. It's gone. They go, oh, visit our new location. Grand opening was this weekend. And I'm like, ugh. And now looking back at it, I'm like, that was a bad idea. You should never go to a restaurant on the opening weekend because that's when everything fucks up. And here's where it goes. We go to Bagel Mania. It's a beautiful brick and mortar. It's gorgeous, really, cheesy pictures of Manhattan, and they have a donut shop now, a full bar. It's fucking crazy what's going on. They're trying to do everything, which is also a mistake. So don't try to triple down on a restaurant. And the menu used to be back and front. Bagels and breakfast platters on the front. On the back is like lunch sandwiches, desserts, drinks, whatever. Again, no bar at the old one. No donuts at the other one. Well, it was 6 pages, that menu. And our server just got older as he kept coming to the table. Every single time, he'd just forget, say, I'll be with you in a second, and he'd visit 3 other tables, put them in one by one, then come back to us. No time management skills. And I'm not going to lie, he's in his 70s. Is time management a thing anymore? If you don't have it then, you don't have it anymore. Sorry, kid. You don't got it. You don't have it, And that's the worst thing. When the guy just goes, sorry, you just don't have it. It is, ooh, God, that hurts so much when people say that shit. You don't have it. It's not a fucking grocery item. It is that it factor. And this waiter, he needed the money. Because if you're 70 and waiting tables, rough. I don't know what's going on, why your retirement doesn't exist, but you made some poor financial decisions for your life. Also, a big freak out of mine is when I do that as well. Dude, they went Hollywood. Bagel Mania went Hollywood. I'm sorry to say it, guys. My podcast doesn't have a huge influence on people, but I'll tell you this. They went Hollywood to the max. Now, shout out to the manager. He was super sweet. After our food took an hour to get to us, we were there for an hour and a half. Hey, guys, that's way too long for a deli. Because you know how long it should have taken? He should have taken our order, would have had coffees and waters as soon as we fucking sat down, basically. Because that's what they're like. Coffee, water, because everyone in deli basically has an IV of coffee before they leave. That's the thing. If you go to a deli and then you don't have 20 cups of coffee, well, it wasn't a deli. You need to be filled with so much stimulation and caffeine that you should be able to fucking lift a car up, even though you just housed a corned beef hash. That's how much caffeine I have when I go to a deli. I probably had 2 cups of coffee because the service was that bad. I was very disappointed. Great rugelach. Got my friends to try rugelach. They loved it. It was delicious. Took forever because they didn't have to make it then. It was already made, but it is homemade. But they weren't making it fresh like that. That took forever. My buddy was so hungover, he ordered 2 sandwiches. He ordered a breakfast burrito and a breakfast sandwich. One of them showed up. And then I didn't get my latke that I ordered, which is a big fucking no-no. If I put money down for a latke instead of hash browns, bring the fucking latke. Please, for the love of God. Don't fuck this up, man. I need that latke. Serve me hash browns. The hash browns, they fucking suck, man. They were super under-seasoned. I was so upset. And I saw my friend's look of disdain like, you motherfucker. You told us that this was going to be it. And they both sat back with their big cigars. They go, sorry, kid. This place just doesn't have it. And I hate to say it, they didn't that day. You can't hype anything up to your friends. It's not smart because you are literally never going to come out on top. There are a few places that are undeniable in your life. Bagels are a very sore subject, especially from people who come from the mecca of it. I've been out here long enough, your taste buds start to go because you really miss your favorite foods and cuisines like Italian food, pizza, bagels. You can't really get it out here. And then when you have one place that you're like, man, this sort of tastes like it should be what it is. And then you have it for real, and then you have the real thing back in the East Coast. You're like, I was just staring at a mirage full of a beautiful private island that I called everything sesame seed or everything bagel. It would have sesame seeds because it's an everything bagel. Whole wheat everything bagel with jalapeno cream cheese and eggs and tomatoes and onions. That was my go-to order back home. And it killed every time. I would literally look like I got fucking came on by some rabbi. Looks like a rabbi came in my face every time I ate that bagel because it was just so messy. Portion control with cream cheese is out of control. If your bagel has too much cream cheese, that's a good bagel. You should always have too much cream cheese on your bagel. I don't know. Delis, for some reason, always like to do that. It was upsetting. And I'll tell you this. Shout out to the manager at Bagel Mania. He did take care of our bill. It was a bit unnecessary, but it was really awful service, and they kind of fucked up all our food. But I will be back to Bagel Mania, even though my friends will literally make fun of it every time I see them now. They always bring up Bagel Mania. It's bullshit. I'll end this about Vegas. We went to Old Vegas. You literally can't tell if anyone is a heroin addict or a tourist. I'll tell you that. I got to sing some karaoke. What up? I sang Mr. Brightside by the Killers because I fucking crushed that song. My friends didn't know I could sing. I don't tell people I can sing. I don't tell people I sing. Because why would I? It's so try-hardy. Did you see what I just did back there? It's not worth it, everybody. That was a little flat. I can't lie to you. But I was vocally trained, and I whip it out at karaoke. I fucking put my karaoke cock on the table, and I sing my heart out. I walk off like I never sang before, and everyone's like, what was that? That, my friend, was it. You know what I mean? But Vegas was a good time overall. Shout out to our buddy Kenny we saw. Great to see him as always. Really cool dude we work in production with. Took us around Old Vegas, and everything was a lot cheaper there. Was it grosser? You betcha. Was it cheaper? You know it. I'm going to skip on to this. Okay. So I got a new car. We only have one spot, so me and my girlfriend are going to swap out spots, when we can get it. I parked down the street because it's free parking. They don't tell you or anything. But it was late at night. I was tired. I just wanted to park. And this is what I found in my car the next day. This is the real note. And I'm going to read it exactly in the way I think this person looks like. Next time, can you please pull up so people, first of all, you didn't write people out, fuck you, can park behind you. People don't want to park all the way down the street. Thank you. That's the real motherfucking letter right there that they left on my car. Hey, man, if you can write that full dumb letter on a piece of paper, which, by the way, you did a great job ripping down the middle. This is actually that's a very clean rip. That's someone who knows technique. That's when you fold it over a couple times, find the edge of the table, and then fucking that's a pro ticket ripper, paper ripper. I salute you for your paper ripping skills. However, if you have enough time, I posted this on Instagram. And my friend's like, "You're an asshole." Oh yeah, am I an asshole, or is this asshole too lazy to park down the fucking street? No, I literally ruined their day over a parking spot that they felt that they needed to write a note. I'm sorry. Am I your roommate? Are you my passive aggressive roommate? No, you're somebody who literally could have looked down the street to find out there were 6 other spots that you could have taken. But my house/apartment is down this way, and you're near where I could have parked. I'm so mad. Oh, yeah? Well, if you're this mad, at least curse and spell out people properly, you cuck. Fuck this shit, dude. Are you kidding me? People, PPL? Are we on? First of all, I know this. I want to say this was an old person, but old people would not fucking do PPL for people. That would be someone near my age. So someone my age had the balls, the fucking clit or whatever, to fucking write that shit. Hey man, hey lady, hey they, don't fucking do that. Don't write notes on people's car, because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it again and again until you leave a fucking essay on my car, and then I can really catch you in the act. You know what I'll do? I'll purposely do that. I'll have a day where I know I have nothing to do, park shitty, and hang out in that area and see if you fucking come by again. Oh, because I'm going to go for confrontation. Let's see who's all high and mighty with watch I show up. It's like a 90-year-old man who's just like, please move your car. Please move your car. For the love of God. It's been years since I could park down the street. I didn't think I'd have to leave a novel for you. This is a lot of fucking effort. Okay? Guys, find a parking spot. I believe in you. I didn't park that badly, but I parked bad enough that you wrote a note. Hey, man, don't know what's going on at home, but figure that shit out before you write another motherfucking note, because this is embarrassing. I would never leave a note on someone's car. I definitely wouldn't confront them either, but I would be like, fucking person can't fucking park. Because that's what people do. They don't actually have confrontations. Just go, fucking person just fucking parked here. Just fucking piece of shit. Cocksucker cunt. That's what people do. Okay? This shit, unacceptable. My parking job, I'm not going to say it was acceptable. This shit, though, unacceptable. Grow up. Also, like, I saw it, and I fucking was so out of it in the morning when I drove it back, like, on my way to work. I'm like, what? I'm like, is that a ticket? And I pull it out. I'm like, I literally just started laughing. And I'm like, wow, Studio City. Wow. Just wow. I'll conclude this episode with talking about a little bit about a birthday party where me and my friends got very drunk. My girlfriend, shout out to her. She drove us. Thank God. We got there safely. In Long Beach. And man, oh man, did we drink too much. Everyone apparently was on drugs. I'm so naive, and I'm like, everyone was so sweet and nice. And my girlfriend's like, that's because everybody was on mushrooms and ecstasy. And I'm like, what? And she's like, oh, yeah, literally not a person in that place was not on. She goes, the thing you pointed at the table were mushroom heads in bags. I'm someone who's just like, whoa, what are all these vegetables doing in this bag? Shouldn't they be in the refrigerator with the other veggies? And my girlfriend's like, oh, you fucking dumb golden retriever. You stupid schmuck. My buddy's brother puked in her car. That was not cool. But then again, apparently I found out when I was not in the room, my buddy said to him, hey, me and him are having a drinking competition. I don't know what the fuck that is. I've been in a frat, never heard of a drinking competition. I've heard of other competitions because every day is a drinking competition when you're in a fraternity. But calling it a drinking competition sounds like you're trying all different types of liquor to see who could puke the fastest. And I'll tell you who puked. It was his brother. And man, we didn't even get through the drive-thru. We went to found some sloppy burger spot. Pretty decent. I forgot Louis Burger. Oh man, he fucking puked on like he got he was like, as he was puking, he hit the inside of the car, top of the window, around the side. It just a plethora of. But like I'll say this, the puke was gross, but I'm not gonna go into that. There was a piñata full of drugs. I'm not kidding. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. The girl comes up to me. She's like the host. Like, it's not my friend, but she's like, so she and I didn't realize she was on drugs, but this makes sense now when I tell you the way she told it to us. She's like, are you going to participate? She's whispering this, just exactly like this. I'm not even changing this. Are you going to participate in I'm hitting the piñata? And I looked at her like she was psychotic, as you all would. And I go, yeah, that sounds fun. You know, that sounds good. She goes, oh, okay, good. That's great. That's so great. Because there's ecstasy and mushrooms in the piñata and acid. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm not going to participate in what's in the piñata. I will gladly smack the piñata. And she goes, oh, but don't worry. There's real candy in there. Okay, well, if it's not a candy bar, I'm not going to fucking know. And how do I know you didn't, like, syringe a few of these shots with fucking liquid whatever bullshit, and then you're just trying to get everyone fucking rolling off their face? I don't know that. But it does remind me of Project X when they hit that gnome and all the fucking ecstasy fell out. It just exploded. I'm like, man, what a party. There was not, by the way, there was like 20 people there, and they're all on drugs, and the three of us were looking around being like, whoa, not our scene. It was the type of people, I'll put it this way, that I walked in and I go, oh, I'm going to offend somebody in this room. At some point, I'm going to say the wrong thing, and I don't know why. I just know what it is. They looked like the type who go to those eccentric Brooklyn art galleries. Am I spelling it to you correctly? Do you get what I'm saying? People with chains, people wearing skirts that don't normally wear skirts. The whole thing. Hey, live your truth. I'm just saying, I just know that type of person. We're probably not going to get along. I'll probably say the wrong thing to you, and then you'll try to, write a blog about me or something. But what a way to end this pod. This was nice. This is refreshing. Thank you again to everyone who supports me. If you like me, go follow me on all the platforms. Patreon.com/OnlyFarts. I love you guys. Stay tuned for the next episode. And as always, bye.